Good morning. I am just trying to make sure this is shared to my group, and I think it is. So I think we're good. So if you're joining me this morning, say hello. Hi, Donna. On this kind of cooler morning, but I'd like to welcome you. I'm Kelly Agee with Stamping with Kelly, and we are going to be working with the excuse me, I got like a little frog in my throat this morning, but we're going to be working with the Rainbow of Happiness. I know this is a really nice set. At first I didn't really like it, but when I got working with it, it's fun. The only piece I didn't use was this piece and this piece. So if I make some projects with that, I will post them later. And if you order this, I can't remember how much it is, but if you order that, and it's on page 18, it's $44. And if you do like an embellishment or whatever, then you can get the paper free, which I love this paper, as you know, because I've used it several times. But this is how that little, I don't know if you guys can see, but I think it'd be fun to use this. So I'll have to take and do something with it, and it's right there too, that little loopy, I don't know what you call it, scalloped, I guess. So I'm going to take and try to use that on a project. So, and of course here's the paper. I'm getting down there. I got extra, so. But okay, we are going to be doing today, I'm going to start with this card, sending you a rainbow of happiness. You make this world a better place. And then this one says a little something to brighten your day. And I kind of got the bigger rainbow on there. And then sending you a rainbow of happiness. And you can put anything, you know, whatever. And then a little triangle box. So, and it just says you can put a little treat in there, a little something to brighten your day. So we will start with this card. Let me just get organized here, because I'm sure I'm going to misplace something. And I'm going to be using the polished dots. Okay, got my measurements here, but the measurements are pretty easy because you're using the scalloped, the scallop contour dies, I think they are. I use them a lot too because I like them. I better get out my little clouds here. I actually cut the clouds with the dies out of designer paper. So, okay. And just a little trick, let's see. Let's start with the pool party, the base. And guess what I found? My bone folder. I was lost without this thing. So then I have a piece of the basic white, and this is 5 inches by 3 3/4. And I actually embossed that with the Subtles folder, which I know is retired, but that's probably one I won't get rid of. I really like it. It just adds a little bit to the cards, and without making it too much. And I think there's a folder that is similar to it that is current, but I wasn't digging for it. So, all right, so I just glued that down. Hopefully, I think I got this bright enough. I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, so I used not the largest scalloped die, but the second and then the third. So I cut this out of the designer paper. Okay, and I'm actually going to do some stamping before I put this down. So I'm going to put that for my center. So I'm going to add that. I'm just trying not to lose my clouds. So what I did is I stamped the saying on here, but I'm going to show you. I took and I spread that out so it would fit over this rainbow. So I just took and I didn't put that down, but I used it as a guide. So you're going to want to kind of stamp up to the top as much as you can. And let me clean this because I think I used the Misty Moonlight on it. So I need to clean it. Sometimes I'm forgetting to clean my stamps and then I'm inking in a different color, and that is not good. So, okay. Don, I don't know if you got my message or not, but I forgot to mail out your prize. So I'm hoping to go to the post office today because we have a box, not a mailbox. So sometimes I have to run up there. Okay, I'm going to put this on my little pad since it's a photopolymer. And wipe off this because I'm sure I'll get that all over. Okay, so that should fit right up there. And if you're a little bit higher, it doesn't matter. I think, oh geez, I'm really kind of high. Shoot, and I didn't cut another one out, of course, right? But so what I did when I did mine, and I don't even know if I want to put this on because it's going to I don't like how it looks, but what I did is I actually stamped mine, used the same technique, and then I took and cut it out. So let me stamp the inside too. I will put it together just to show you. I can always redo it. So on this, I stamped the inside. Hopefully you guys can see. So I think this would be nice for like a birthday card too. So we'll do a couple. All right. And this is done in the Magenta Madness. I'm going to clean these off right away so I got time to dry. In the base of the card is the pool party, so I'm working with that. Let's see here. The only thing I did not find is my little cleaner. I should buy another thing because I like using my the chamois. So okay, so I got that out of here. Put that inside. So we'll go ahead and just add this. I can always cut that out or do something different. Or so I took and just glued this on. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's in the stitched. So, and then I'm just going to take and glue this on. And when you take and cut your little rainbows, of course you got to cut in each color. So as you will see, I'm kind of using still the rainbows that I had cut, but I'm just switching the colors around. And I'm just gluing these on. I'm not raising them up because I'm going to raise one of the clouds up. Okay, so we'll put that down. So that's Magenta Madness. This is Pool Party. I really like this card too, so I'm kind of bummed I stamped a little too high, but that's okay. Nobody else would probably even know if I didn't say anything, right? So this is Flirty Flamingo. So I got Magenta Madness, Pool Party, Flirty Flamingo, and Granny Apple Green. And as you can see, I got them different than the other card. So, yeah, I really like this set. I think it'd make beautiful, like, scrapbooking pages. I don't know. I'm almost thinking I'm missing scrapbooking or something. I'm going to have to kind of get back into it. I kind of got that rainbow even crooked. Boy, this is going to be quite the card, isn't it? Okay, this one I'm going to glue down. So what's really nice with this set too is with the clouds you get 4 of them. So you're not forever running them through cutting and cutting and cutting. So, oops. Okay, so the first 2 I am just gluing down. I think I turned that one upside down. And then this one I'm going to pop up. And I probably should put just a little bit. Let's see. You almost need to put a couple dimensionals on it because as you're putting it on here, then it won't sit even. Okay, there. And I'm going to add this to the front of the card with dimensionals. I love this paper too. It's just bright. I think I'm ready for spring already. I almost thought we had it a few days. We smelled a skunk outside yesterday, so I kind of think that's a little sign of spring. So if you made any cards with this set, post them under the video if you want to, or to share. It's always fun, or you can just share on the page. Okay, so we're just going to kind of center that. Oh, I guess it don't look too bad, does it? And I'm going to take and glue this in. I don't know why I got hooked on glue and I just can't, like, I don't know. I guess it gives me a little time to move it around if I don't get it on straight. Where sometimes I use the tape and it sticks very well, let me tell you. But then I don't got time to move it. So it's like, ugh. Okay, I'm going to use a couple of the polished dots if I don't lose them. Let's see, I'm going to use, I'll use one there. Okay, get it in the right spot. You know what, I'm going to put this bigger one up there. I'm going to use a smaller one on it. That's kind of a smaller cloud. There. Okay, we'll just kind of spread the little dots around, but what do you guys think? I guess that's not too bad, is it? Can you guys see? But can you see how I got the different colors? So you're not really wasting, even though you're cutting all that out, you're not wasting any of it. So, okay, I really like this. It's just cheerful and I know fun, but I'm going to do the envelope, which I'm sure you guys have seen this, but I might use tape for this one. Let's see. Probably should get my little mat out here. So we'll see how well I do with this, because I haven't used tape in a while. But it's nice to put quite a bit of tape on here. Okay, so we're going to do that. Make sure your little hearts are going the right way, or you could do that side. Let's see, move that. And you want to kind of make sure it's up to the fold. So I'm just going to put it there. And I cut this 2.5 inches. Now you probably could get away with 2 1/4. Well, it's staying there now. But if you got any extra there, just trim it off. I see it got a little bit extra. So it's probably better off the way I did it on the one side. Okay. And then you just go around and I love our dog, but she is shedding like crazy. And I've been brushing her, but I'm finding little dog hairs all over. You think that one will pass, Donna? Nobody will know, right? Nobody but me. So, there. Now, doesn't that look nice when you send that card out? like that. I think it does. Just adds a little bit. Or stamp. You can always stamp, sending you a rainbow of happiness there, and that'll look really nice. So, okay. That's card number 1. So we'll start with, or do card number 2. So this one is kind of a little tricky because I raised this panel up. But as long as you're careful putting it on, it'll be fine. I had used the dimensionals, so you gotta kind of add quite a few. All right, so this is the Misty Moonlight, 8.5 by 5.5. Usually I like to score these, but I guess I didn't this one. So I'm just going to try to make sure it's nice and even. Okay. There we go. So now I have my basic white, which this is the inside. The first one is 3 3/4 by 5, and then I did this one 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So it's just an 1/8 of an inch smaller. And what I did is I ran my big die through to cut out the rainbows, and then I ran it through the Subtles folder after. Okay, so I tried this card, and I actually had it going, the first time I made it, I had it going this way, and I just didn't like it. It didn't turn out. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try something different. So we're going to go this way with this. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and put all the dimensionals on. And you need quite a few, so you want to make sure that it's nice and even all over. Let's see here. And then when you got to put it on, you got to make sure you try to get it laid down even. That's kind of the trickiest part. So I'm going to just put it here. You'll think I'm crazy. You could use I think we have strips of dimensionals still, and you could use them to add here. But as long as I can, I'm just going to take and cut some. So I got some of these that are smaller. I'm just going to add these on the side. This is probably the thing that takes the longest. Let's see here. I don't know what I got on. Had a little bit on there, so that one's off. Like I said, you got to make sure that even, like, you know, here, and all the lines, everything's covered. So I'm just going to put some of these. I keep ripping off the ends already. Don't mean to do that. I know, I think I got my, you like the one that we did last week? Yeah, me too. The trifold one, I thought that was really cool. Just something a little different. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just snip some of this so it's thinner. And then I can add it to that. I'm going to snip this in half because you don't want it to show at all, which hopefully that doesn't. So this is probably the most tedious part of the card, and you don't really have to do this. You can just lay it down, but I think it kind of adds to the card, makes it pop a little bit more. It's really not that bad. If you're joining us, let us know that you're here. And I appreciate you sharing my video. It's always fun to craft together. I'm trying to find a day to maybe put together a retreat. That might be too big. Let's see. In May, but I also have my daughter's baby shower. Okay, I'm almost done with this, guys. Sorry. Oops. Do not want a little loop there. Let's see that. It kind of... Okay. I'm actually going to put, let's see, just a little bit there, because that will make a difference. All right, I'm going to take all these off, so I'm just going to, just give me a second here. Then comes the fun part. Sometimes when you're doing the dimensionals, sometimes you don't even have to take them off, but I'm going to, because I want that to stay in place. But if you have some things you don't have to, just so you have the lift, I guess. But we kind of want them to stay, so okay. All right. I'm going to have these things all over. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just kind of line this up. And I think I'm going to do this side first, because last time I have this little like bump in there. So I'm just going to kind of start in the corner. Try not to let them drop. And I got one sticking to me. So I'm just going to put that there and add, well, maybe not. Let's see. Actually, if you use smaller pieces on here, it might be easier because they want to stick to me. Oops. All right, let's see. I may have to pull this up here. Just what I was trying to avoid. And you know what? There we go. Perfect. If you get a little bit that you need to trim, go ahead. But I think this is good enough. So, okay. So I'm going to take in, well, before I do that, let's just take and add these. So I have my Misty Moonlight. And another little trick is just to add your glue here. Because this way, then when you set it down, you're not going to get glue all over in case you drop it. So I'm just going to add my glue. And I probably should only be doing one at a time, but we're going to add them all. So and it goes real quick. So you just set this in there. And push down. This is the Magenta Madness. And after what I did too, because some of these needed, I just went through with my scissors and kind of lifted that. Okay. Probably should have not did glue on all of it, right? There. Okay, got that. Just want to make sure that that is lifted enough. Okay, and Pool Party. So you got your Flirty Flamingo, your Misty Moonlight, the Magenta Madness, Flirty Flamingo, and Pool Party. So this way, this is the same thing. You have to cut all these out, and then you're not wasting them. So you can kind of move them around, and you can actually do 4 cards out of cutting that. Just kind of gotta, there. Get that, and then you want to make sure that those are pushed down. And if you have to add a little dimension though, like if it's not laying nice, you can always stick one in there, but this is pretty good, I think. So get our card to open the right way, add a little glue. So if you, like, what's your favorite stamp set out of the whole mini catalog? I have quite a few, so it's hard to pick just one. So, okay. So the next thing, we got the cloud punch that kind of goes with it. I used the paper and just punched it out, and then I have one in white. I love this. We actually have paper in there that is with the clouds too. So if you want, let's see if I can find it real quick. I just used some paper and just punched it out. But if you don't want to do that, let's see. Look at this. The cloud punch fits that perfectly. Love it. And it leaves just a little white line around it. It's really cute. So, okay. I'm going to get out my little pad thing here. And we are going to stamp, which I'm going to just use this for my little mat. I forgot to get one because I'm doing the heart. So let me do the saying first. And this is a Misty Moonlight. And it says, a little something to brighten your day. So you could give like a little gift card or money or whatever. And I'm just going to fit this right in this cloud. Hopefully. There we go. And let me see. I'm going to stamp the, well, I got the Misty Moonlight. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this. Okay. As you see, I got ink all over there. Okay, so we got that. And then we are going to do the little hearts in the Magenta Madness. So when you do the hearts, let me see if I did any inside. I did. Okay, so when you do the hearts, you want to kind of have some that come off so it doesn't look like it's not so much there. I'll show you here. I got this, and then I'm going to do where a little bit's off. It just looks better. Kind of the same on my cloud. I'm just going to do a few. And I'm going to stamp off. And then we'll do a couple here. Okay, I must have glue on my fingers. Alrighty. So that's all there is to that card. It's really not that bad. The worst is just putting all the dimensionals on there, and it's worth it, trust me. The card is really cool, so it's got that lift. Okay, let's go ahead and glue this on the inside. I do have a YouTube channel, and I just been sharing my lives on there. I'm hoping that I can start doing some different videos on there. So if you haven't subscribed to it, I would appreciate if you do. It's Stamp with Kelly. And I'm going to, I believe I popped, yeah, I just took in what I did. This is what I did. I remember now. Because I kind of had a little, the very first card I did that I didn't like, I had too much of the dimensionals on there. So it didn't lay right. So what I did with this is kind of figure out where I want to put it, okay? And I cut some of these smaller ones. And then what I did is I just kind of went and I put them on those little, the rainbow things. And then it's not popping it up like or too much. Because if you got some, let's see, this will be a thick card, let me tell you. But when you have some that, like this is already popped up, and if you put one here, one there, it's going to make your cloud really uneven. So I'm just going to put that there. And then now I'm going to add this one. And I will just put the dimensionals on the back. That one should be okay. Alrighty. And you can put these however you want. Okay. So even this one, you could have probably put one because this is a little bit high, but not too bad. I'm going to add my ribbon with a glue dot. Now this came out of the, it's the cotton ribbon pack. It's really nice. I've used all my Misty Moonlight. Oh, where's my little scissors? Right here. I'd be lost without these scissors. So, let's see. I'm going to put that right down there on the cloud that's got the designer paper. Okay. And then we're going to add a couple of the blush ones. You got clear, and then there's like the blush ones. Kind of needed something up there. They do have the ones that are in the big catalog that are like the teardrop. And they're clear, so there. Okay, that is our second card. What do you guys think? Wasn't too bad, was it? I didn't think. I really like how bright it is, so. Okay. And now the triangle box, and I did not put anything in here. So I'm not even going to unwrap it. I'm just going to show you. And I have, let's see, I got my ribbon. Got my paper there. I'm going to show you how to score it. But I just wanted to show you what it looks like when we get done scoring it, okay? So this is a guide for you. Guide for you, and I guess a guide for me, although I've made these before, so not a big deal. But the paper to start out with, I have Flirty Flamingo that I'm working with. And this is 9 3/4 by 7. So on the 7-inch side, I'm going to score it at 2 inches. And 5 inches. This would have been really cute for like Valentine's Day or anything really. And then on the 9 3/4 side, I do 1 3/4 of an inch. 4 1/4. And 7 1/4. I need my arm here. So I can share these measurements too. I can post them after. Okay. So I'm going to get rid of this. And then you will need, oh, did I not cut the other one? Oh, good Lord, I didn't, I don't think. I'm going to have to cut that, but I'll do that after. I can't believe I forgot that. I think I ran out of that paper. And you know what? Let me go grab another pack because I really want to finish that just a second. Hopefully my table's not shaking. I'm not on the best table, but I have lots of this, so I'm sorry I forgot to cut that. And I told you I got lots of packs. I'm going to go ahead and cut that because I want to finish it. Crazy, aren't we? Try to be prepared and still. Okay. I have used this paper so much. I like both sides. So now you get to see how we cut it and what size. So I have, you got to watch which way you want the paper to go. But I got one piece that is 1 5/8 by 2 7/8. And then you need two pieces of 2 7/8 by 2 3/8. So I'm going to go 2 7/8. I believe that's, yeah. Okay. By 2 3/8. Okay, so that's all I needed that I forgot to do. All right, now I'm ready. Okay, so what we're going to do is kind of fold this so we know where we are. These would be really cute for like Christmas too, to put a little gift in there. You could, now I tied mine with ribbon, but you could take and do a little Velcro dot. So maybe the next time I make one of these, I will do that. Okay, so this is going to be your top right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to, and I'll show you on here. So you will cut these and these off. And I can always post a picture of that too or whatever. So sometimes I like to make myself little templates so that I remember how to do something. I usually do my little templates with the copy paper though. I usually don't do. And then I write all the measurements on and where it needs to be scored. And so now we're going to get rid of each of these. So what else do you think you guys could use this box for? I think little candies, money of course. It'd have to be smaller though because it's not a huge box. Okay, so we're almost done cutting this. Hi Nina, how you doing? Jewelry would be perfect. Okay, so what I did next is these little pieces are your sides, okay? So you need to, you can score them in your trimmer, but what I did is made it easy. So this is, I got lots of paper all over. This is 3 inches, right? These are 3 inches. I just take my little ruler, should be 3 inches anyways, and I just make a little mark. Now you can do a mark with your little stylus, but I just took and did that. So on each of these you need to mark right in the middle, and you won't even see that, or you can erase it. Okay, so what I did is from this little mark to this corner, you are going to take, and you can put this in your trimmer and do it, but I just find it easier to do it this way. Okay, and then you got to do this side too, and you do that on both of these because you need to fold them. Now some things you don't need to score to fold, like I don't know what I made. I made something that I just kind of used my fingers and squeezed it in, but it's some box or bag But this one, you definitely need to do this. Okay? So that's all you got to do with that. And then the other thing I did is I wanted to round my corners on my front. And sometimes you don't have to do that, but I just think it's, I don't know, it softens it. Hopefully, I was having trouble with this the other day. Got it. I think I need to use foil in it to sharpen it a little bit. And then I'm going to your smaller designer paper, you're going to do the same thing so it matches. Okay. So we got that. That looks good. Okay, so I'm going to take and glue these on. But I'm going to take and fold these first. Let's see, I keep folding them the wrong way, so I'm just going to try to. And I'm going to erase that little pencil mark. All right, and you want to crease them really, really good. Okay, so you're going to be, this is your top. Now this is the inside of the box, okay? So let's go ahead and flip it over and put our designer paper on to start with. You can do it when you have the box together, but I find it much easier doing it when it's flat. And then we'll glue the box. And it's very easy to put these together. Okay. We had a stamp set a few years back that this paper would have been excellent with. I can't remember the name of it. Okay, so that's how you put your paper down, okay? So you're just gonna do it onto 3. This is the bottom of the box. So when you flip it over, this is the top. Just gotta make sure my paper's on there good. Oh, the sun's coming out. Woohoo! So what you're going to do, the top of the box here, these pieces right here, you're going to put adhesive on when you flip them over, because this is going to line up right to that. You're going to put them in there, okay? So I'll do one and I'll kind of show you. You say jewelry, you know what? I hardly ever wear jewelry, so I kind of forget about that a lot. Okay, so that's how that goes, okay? Then you got this little piece that flips in. So hopefully that makes sense. So these flip in and this one gets glued here. I'm using glue, but you could use the tear and tape, or the other, oh my gosh, I hardly ever use the tape anymore, so it's the Plus, the Seal Plus. Okay, hopefully I didn't lose all my my cloud in that. I didn't. Okay, so there you go. That's all. You fold these in, flip this over, and you got a nice little box. Triangle box. Isn't that cute? I think it's cute. Okay, I got the Flirty Flamingo ribbon. This is a kind of a metallic ribbon. And I had a crazy time to tie this because I don't have anything in it. So I'm going to just leave myself enough. And, oops. What else I'm going to show you is, if you want to do the Velcro little dot, you'd put put it here and then close it and put your other one there. Okay, so that's all you do for that. Just trying to get that little edge off there. So let's see if we can go ahead and tie this. No promises. Okay, kind of get it even. It's a lot easier to tie your boxes if you have something in them. And I use the bunny ears a lot when I'm tying boxes because I think I can get it tighter than a regular bow, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. This ribbon is actually kind of hard to tie. For some ribbons are so much better, but I really like it. And I would have, you know, maybe just the regular Flirty Flamingo ribbon would have been really cool too. So, but either way, I like it. I try to get ribbon that matches. Okay, so on here, I did a little something to brighten your day. And so we will do that in the Flirty Flamingo. Now I kind of did it up to the top, but it don't have to be quite that high, but if it is, it is. Stamp it however you want. I kind of like to, I tuck that in a little bit. Or you could put your cloud there too. I thought about stamping it higher and chopping some of it off, but it wasn't too bad, so. All right, so we're good with that. And what I did then is, because you don't want to put dimensionals where you're going to be lifting this up, you know, to close your box so you can't open it. Let's see, I think I did. I'm going to just add a glue dot to my cloud. I did pop it up, but I think I'm just going to add it with a glue dot. It really kind of wants to pop, but either way, you do whatever you want. And you got to be careful where you put your cloud and where you put your glue dots, because I almost think I got this a little too far, but I'll just stick it on there. Okay, so nothing's sticking off. There we go. All right, and we are going to add an embellishment. I'm going to do the pinkish one again. Okay, you could add it on your cloud, doesn't matter. And then I kind of scooted the ribbon over just a hair, and I'm actually going to just kind of put my dimensionals on here because I don't want it to go down too far, okay? So I got them just on my box. And then we're just going to kind of tuck this in. You can kind of move your ribbon over. There. This way they can untie the box and reuse it if they really want to. And then if you have to stick, like I might stick another one right there because it will hold it in, oops, get it over far enough. And you could always untie this so you're not bending your little tag. Okay, there. Those are our little triangle boxes. Cute, aren't they? I think they're cute. So, yeah, I kind of bent this a little bit, so I'm just gonna bend it back. There. Alrighty. What do you guys think? Do you like this? I think these boxes are adorable. Okay, so we have the 2 cards, the box. Which ones do you guys like better? You like the pool party one, the Misty Moonlight, or a little triangle box? Can you guys see all them? I know which ones you like better. I can't tell, but I think this is my favorite. I know why. Should take this one, the better one out is my favorite, but I do like this too. So, but all right, well, you guys, thank you for joining me today on Thursday. So if you place an order of $35 or more before Sunday midnight, and you use my host code, I will send you the stuff to make one of these each. Now, you will have to have the stamp set because I can't stamp it, but you can kind of put, you know, whatever you want. You can stamp a little thing, but you'd get everything to make this, okay, on me. So you just have to place that order. And like I said, if you bump it up to $50, then you can get the paper free for yourself, okay? Thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend and stay safe. We'll see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.